One day, when Zaynab was coming home from work in the evening, she was abducted by some herdsmen just as she was about to open the gate of her house. They trekked an extremely long distance before reaching their destination, which is deep in a Nigerian forest somewhere in northern Nigeria. After going through a traumatic ordeal, her family was forced to pay millions in naira before she could be released. She was later on released, and while still recovering from the trauma, the same herdsmen waylaid her another time and abducted her again. This happened 3 times. At one time, they were also able to get hold of the husband, Yusuf, and also had him kidnapped. Throughout all these ordeals, they both were forced to cough out millions of naira just to secure their release. The threat over their lives was so overwhelming that they were forced to just sell off their home and move to a different location entirely. However, the last time Zaynab was abducted by the same people, she boldly preached to them about Christ's love for them and even encouraged them to desist from their chosen evil path and accept forgiveness from God. But they refused. Finally, she told them that if they continue on this path, they shall all perish and die. Little did they know that it was a prophecy. After her release, she went back and continued her normal life. But months later, she was invited by the police to come to the station to help identify some people involved in heinous crimes, which they claimed also involved her. On getting to the station, she saw 3 of the young men who kidnapped her. All of them were barely in their 20s. One was dead, one was barely clinging to life, and the other was shot in the leg and bleeding. With tears in her eyes and sorrow in her heart, Zaynab reminded the young men about the warnings she gave them, which they refused to heed. Now, they are facing the consequences of their actions and folly, for they have indeed perished. Proverbs 14:11 says, "The end of the wicked is only destruction, but the righteous shall flourish in all they do." Let this be a lesson to all who choose evil over good.